I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, punch the like button, and as always, thank you guys and gals for watching. Okay, let's talk about Elon Musk, because the SpaceX president and the COO, she's both, has come out and she has slammed these allegations that are against Elon right now. Now, Elon's been very, very outspoken since trying to launch his $44 billion buyout of Twitter, which it looks like may or may not happen based on the fact that it seems, in my opinion, in his opinion, it looks like Twitter users, there's just not nearly as many real monetizable Twitter users as Twitter has been letting on. In other words, there's a lot of fake-ass accounts on there, for lack of a better way of putting it. Well, he also came out and said in the next election on video that he would be voting Republican. He won't vote Democrat. He said the party has went far too left for him. Right? So, and he said they'll come after me for saying this. And then they did. Okay, they did. Of course, launching allegations against him because it's standard operating leftist procedure to try to cancel. And, of course, with the misconduct allegations is how they love to do it. SpaceX president and COO says she does not believe the misconduct allegations made against Elon Musk. I am doing some YouTube cleanup on this. The Blaze is where this is at. SpaceX president and COO Gwen Shotwell has said that she does not believe the misconduct claims made against Elon Musk, according to CNBC. Quote, personally, I believe the allegations to be false. Not because I worked for Elon, but because I worked very closely with him for 20 years and never seen nor heard anything resembling these allegations. Shotwell declared in an email to employees last week, according to the outlet. Last week, Business Insider reported that a flight attendant was paid $250,000 in a severance agreement after alleging Musk had engaged in misconduct. By the way, Musk issued a challenge to the person that made these allegations, and we'll talk about that. I did a video on it. The outlet reported that the alleged episode was discussed in declaration signed by a friend of the accuser. That's who he made the challenge to, a friend of the accuser, the one that came out with it. According to the outlet, the declaration said that during a massage, Musk exposed himself, touched her, and offered her buy her a horse if she would do more, referring to the performance of acts. Buy her a horse. That just sounds so damn hokey. Musk has denied the allegations of misconduct. He told the Business Insider there was, quote, a lot more to this story. If I were inclined to engage in harassment, this is unlikely to be the first time in my 30-year career that it would come to light, according to the outlet, which reported that he described the story as, quote, a politically motivated hit piece, which he knew was coming. He knew this kind of a hit piece would happen after he declared that he would not be voting for the Democrats. And for the record, those wild accusations are utterly untrue, Musk tweeted. But I have a challenge to this liar, here we go, who claims their friend saw me, quote, exposed, described one thing, anything at all, scars, tattoos, that isn't known by the public. She won't be able to do that because it never happened. The billionaire business tycoon is planning to purchase Twitter and transform it into a haven for free speech. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party, Musk tweeted last week, but they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. That's what we were talking about right there. So, a standard operating procedure, come out, say you're going to vote Republican. Okay, the left mobilizes and goes into straight cancellation mode, homie. I mean, plain and simple, that's what this is. Now you have a woman that worked very closely with Elon coming out and saying, you know what, I just don't buy it. I just don't buy that these kind of things happened. I never saw any of these kind of things. And you know what's always amazing about this kind of thing, especially in the days and times that we're in now? I worked 12 years in the corporate world. I got to tell you, the things, and this is what nobody will come out and say to you, and they won't tell you, act like it never happens. The shit that came out of women's mouths on the work in the workplace, in the office, my God. I mean, look, I have had some things said to me on the work floor by management, by people above me, to me, by the way. I've had some unbelievable things said. And, sometimes I think people forget that the workplace sometimes turns into a haven of banter as well in the real life workplace, okay? I have said I could never work in the corporate world ever again. Well, not only because of me doing YouTube, because they probably would never hire me again, because I'm sure most of the outfits I've worked for have all gone super inclusive and woke, and this platform probably destroyed that for me. But, it was just a different time. People didn't get offended all the time. People didn't get butthurt. People didn't care about your political affiliations. Nobody cared about that. Nobody cared about it, and nobody talked about it. In fact, talking politics and religion was something that really and truly was against corporate policies. Social issues? No, we're not going into that. Why? Because you're interfering with production, okay? We're here to work, okay? But yeah, workplace banter and all that sort of kind of thing, it absolutely happened from the men and the women, okay? And I think when people like Elon, is going against the leftist narrative, it's going to be interesting to see how many people use old workplace banter or anything against people in the future. Part of standard operating cancellation procedures. So I always think it's funny how it's always against the men. That's why I brought that up. You never see the man go, good Lord, that woman said some unbelievable, you want to do what to my what? I mean, you never hear that. Why is that? Interesting. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.